Something about them pressed on me, but my instincts were telling me to run. My buddy next to me laughed, said they looked like scarecrows on stilts, but I kept watching until they disappeared off into the crowd. Okay, I'm imagining things it's Halloween, whatever I'm doing. It's all in my head. Seeing them melt off with normal people was a huge relief. Actually, as it meant, well, they were probably normal. Just leaning hard into the whole Halloween vibe, you know? The band took a break in the PA1. People were drifting toward chilling cider. We kept the rings moving and the line honest.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see.
Get locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out.
Man, guys, listen, guys, this just in, man. Akon got locked up. They wouldn't let him out. OG, you there?
Man, I'm right here. Just, hey.
Are you seeing anything on this? Because I'm seeing he got locked up. I think he got out. But it's crazy how it happened.
This facial recognition, this high technology, big brothers watching you. This is in full effect, but it's only happening to you hate to even admit.
Don't you do it? Don't you do it? Hey, don't you say it?
You tell me it ain't black.
You don't you say it. It could be a white man that get arrested too, OG. You be tripping.
You ain't heard it on TMZ. They ain't arrested Miley Cyrus. They ain't arrested Bad Bunny, and he got a warrant out for him on ISIS, and he getting ready to do the Super Bowl. So when you talk about this now, all of it, we've had over 18 months of our black celebrities being apprehended, and the mecca of the world right now is Atlanta. They picking up every black rapper that they can. Y'all South is doing the most.
Man, listen at this, OG. It says Akon arrested after technology alerts Atlanta police. R&B singer Akon found himself in an unexpected situation on Friday when the law enforcement officer arrested him at Chamberlain, Georgia, on an outstanding warrant. The musician, whose legal name is Alumni Badura Dayam, I did that, was taken into custody after modern surveillance technology alerted police to his presence at that local business. The arrest occurred just after 11 a.m. when an officer from the Chamberlain Police Department responded to Tent World, a business located in the 3600 block of Chamberlain Dunwoody Road. The officer had been notified by flock cameras and automated license plate recognition system that vehicle registration to someone with an active warrant had arrived at the location. Guys, be careful out here. If you got warrants, you better pay them, because these people are using facial recognition and they're looking at your plates when you come into these local businesses. And it don't matter what city you're in, and you can be black or white. I believe they go, huh?
Don't lie. You ain't seen no one. Do you realize? If whatever warrant he got, it's not a murder, it's not a rape. He didn't have baby oil. It's some little.
What's wrong with baby oil? Baby oil is the use. It's the way you use it.
It's not a federal offense now. Baby oil.
Really?
Going to jail for baby oil. So, and not black people are going to jail for baby oil. So don't sit here and tell me in the last 3 years that we've been reporting, you ain't reported on one white man ever getting arrested.
Not by camera surveillance.
You haven't reported on one white man getting. You didn't even report when Donald Trump went to court.
Well, when he got his ear shot and all that, yeah, we did talk about that. And he got 34 felonies. Yes, I did. Yeah, I sure did.
About the 34 felonies. And
it don't matter if you brought it up, I brought it up. It was brought up on this channel, and all I'm saying is you try to act like they don't do no there's no whites get
wait. One white celebrity in the last 2 years has been arrested.
There's been a few. I mean, they get drunk, they have DWIs and all kind of stuff. I just don't really, you know, when you think about it, that's really, I'm concerned about brothers getting locked up, to be honest with you, and trying to recognize it and shock us into doing better, and basically warn us from when facial recognition is basically targeting whoever. I want our people to know that, hey, you go into these businesses, your face can be recognized, your tags can be ran. And no, this facial recognition thing is something that's a new technology that's getting stronger and stronger. Yeah, it is. It's new to it. They hadn't been using this. No, they haven't been using it like this. You ain't seen others get. Oh yeah, I'm not going to go back and forth with you about it. They haven't been using it.
I told you before, it's two movies you need to watch. It's Mississippi Burning and Enemy of the State. They've been telling you about surveillance and facial recognition since 1990. They've been doing it for life.
No, they haven't. It hasn't been a thing that came to the forefront, not like it is now. Just like when them boys got arrested down there in Louisiana, they started talking about even more how far it can see you, 700 feet off, 800 feet off, it can detect your face. This is the stuff where the technology might have been there, but it's getting more and more precise. It's getting more and more user-friendly.
Just because you woke up today don't mean...
I say it's getting more and more precise, more and more user-friendly. Now, that's what I'm saying.
It's an enemy of the state. Black people are being surveilled more than anything else, any type of people in the world, period.
OG, and I'm just going to say this to warn people on a whole. Pay your tickets.
Akon,
pay your tickets. Pay your suspended license. Pay what you got to pay. But don't play the game, man. Pay these folks if you owe them. Here it goes. It said flock safety cameras, which OG didn't know nothing about, have become increasingly common tools for law enforcement agencies across this country. These automated systems can license. They look at your license plates, cross-reference them against debated wanted individuals, stolen vehicles, and other alerts. When a match occurs, the system immediately notifies officers in the area, allowing the rapid response. In this case, the technology worked exactly as designed. When Akon's registered vehicle appeared to the Chamberlain business, the system flagged it and dispatched an officer out to investigate. The use of such surveillance technology has sparked debates among privacy and civil liberties, but law enforcement agencies maintain these tools help them efficiently locate individuals with outstanding legal matters. When the responding officer arrived at the tent where they confirmed the vehicle was indeed registered to Akon, who was standing outside near his car. Officers approached the entertainer and informed him about the outstanding warrant for another jurisdiction. According to the police report, Akon complied fully with the officers' instructions during the detention process. The singer did not resist or create any complications during the arrest. He was transported to DeKalb County Jail for processing and standard procedure when someone is arrested and the warrant for another agency. The cooperative nature of the arrest allowed everything to proceed smoothly without incident. There you go. There you go, OG. Not so there.
To correct that, Boss Talk just woke up to this surveillance. I'm from Babylon.
OG, listen, and hear me.
Like he's such an
hear me roar. Hear me roar. It's not just a black and white thing like you always make it out to be. This technology works on blacks and whites. I'm going to say that. It works on blacks and whites. Now, whether they choose to use it appropriately in these counties.
Show me where it's worked on one white man in the last 2 years.
OG, you're not listening to me.
I'll rest my case.
He say, watch this. The brief stay at county facility, Akon's time in custody was short. After being processed to the DeKalb County Jail, he was released just a few hours later. The quick release suggests the matter may have been resolved through posting bond or through underlying issues prompting the warrant was addressed swiftly. The DeKalb County Sheriff Office took the standard booking photograph accompanies all arrests, which was subsequently made available as a part of public record. Such photography become part of the official documentation of the arrest and the booking process. The warrant detained remains unclear.
They announced that we gave public humiliation on one of your top people, and you can see his face. The arrest picture is public information.
OG, whether you white or black, is public information. You see public information. You want to make everything white and black. And I'm going to tell you right now, white people and black people have been booked, more blacks than whites probably. But you quick to jump on the bandwagon that the technology is here, but you won't say the fact that. But you won't admit that blacks and whites are being arrested under that same technology.
Excuse me, sir. When you was a little boy watching the Jetsons, you thought it was just a cartoon. You didn't know that this was real. So you with your little naive self thinking that rabbits do lay eggs and there is a good tooth fairy, you're gonna wake up and find out one day it was all about you.
Overly aggressive revolutionary who basically running around here revolutionizing, but not revolutionizing. I'm not riding with that.
Revolutionizing is that.
Changing all of the stuff, we gonna overcome change. We gonna fight. Where is the fight? I'm sick of it, OG. I want to see some smoke and fire go up in there or something. All this trying to keep things separate while we live in amongst each other is crazy to me.
Since I can't call you Sharpton no more, what are you gonna
now you can call me Abernathy. I'm definitely I'm an Abernathy advocate. MIA, the SCLC, and the NSC, Southern Negro Leadership College, Southern Negro Leadership Council, the MIA, the Montgomery, all of this, everything they doing, I'm with it.
You with it. You're still a Negro, 2025.
No, it just that's just the way it is.
2025, I'm with you.
No, we'll march, we'll run down on whatever to try to get everything structured right. But we ain't gonna kill everybody doing it, OG. We're not gonna do that.
You still gonna march and get beat up, dog.
And y'all still gonna mess around and get somebody killed and don't even have the resources to keep us from dying.
They gonna get killed anyway.
OG, I'm not gonna do. Why do you have to make a simple Akon got arrested a big deal to where I gotta talk back and forth with you about it, about a revolution that happened in the 60s, and you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Martin Luther King and Abernathy walking across that bridge.
We've never had a revolution. And Abernathy coward ass didn't even.
I'm not gonna do that. You're not gonna talk about Abernathy on here. I'm telling you that right now. You're not gonna talk about Abernathy. Martin Luther King is off the goddamn table, and Rosa Parks. Don't even worry about it. Now, if you want to talk about Malcolm X and all that other stuff y'all ain't gonna, you do that. But don't get on here talking about the SCLC, the Southern Negro Leadership Council. All of that stuff, man, did us great justice back in the day, and you're gonna acknowledge that. You're going to acknowledge that. Yeah, these things moved the needle for us, and you know it did. Shout out to Abernathy and his family and everybody that stood out there on them damn picket lines and did what they had to do.
He turned Martin Luther King in.
Oh, gee, you don't know that to be for sure. Boy, you show. You know what? What happened to Malcolm X? That's what we need to find out. That's what we need to find out, brother.
Malcolm X was shot by the
that's what it's all we got. We can't just talk about the Southern Negro Leadership Council. We can't talk about the MIA, and we cannot talk about the Southern Negro Leadership Council with SCLC, Southern Christian Leadership Council. None of that don't need to be talked about.
I'm just talking about
Abernathy was a part of that, and that's what I'm telling you.
He was a Negro. And you want to be a Negro too. I'm a Negro. You're a Negro. We're a Negro too.
OG, you gonna leave me alone. That's what you gonna do. That's what you gonna do. Leave me alone and learn about Akon getting that face in there. You better keep your head ducked when you walk in the building, because one of them cameras might light up you. So just keep your head down. Don't keep your chin up.
I'm downtown LA, and do you know these savages just gave me a ticket?
What?
Parking in the red, right? Gave me a ticket.
Oh man.
You know how much the ticket is?
How much?
$93. You think I'm gonna pay it?
You better pay it. They're gonna have you next. Akon won't be by himself. Play with him if you want to. Play with him if you want to. Akon thought he could play with him and he ended up locked up. They won't let me out. Matter of fact, let me go and end it like this, guys. If you're still watching, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel. And if you're still checking us out, man, make sure Rod Wave, you and I both know he was arrested, man, but there was some more details came with that. You can watch that right here. But listen, man, Akon got a bad deal on this one, man, and it's the same thing OG gonna get. OG, yeah. I don't like to see him go to jail. No, I don't want that, but I don't want to act like it's just toward blacks. I'm not gonna do that with you. Now watch this. This is what happened to blacks and whites when they don't follow the rules. Man, let me get out and mess with you. OG, man, thanks for calling in, man. And we appreciate you guys. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and download the app. And buy the listen, OG, are you there? Hoodies. Make sure you OG, are you there? Hoodies. OG, are you there? Hoodies, man. Y'all gotta support, man. We get down. We gets busy.
We'll be in your town soon.
Man, Boss Talk 101, man, reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. The reason you see.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? They got Akon. Man, Akon was arrested in Georgia. Backstory. Cops say it all started back in September when Akon was driving a Tesla Cybertruck in Georgia. Police say they were on patrol when they spotted a Cybertruck stranded in the middle of the road. They say Akon was the driver, and he told cops the battery died. Police say they called a tow truck to move the Cybertruck, and while waiting, the officer says he discovered Akon's license was suspended for a failure to appear from back in January 2023. Cops say Akon was issued a citation for driving while his license was suspended and released from the scene. The officer also noted an illegal vape was found in the center console during inventory and submitted for destruction. Fast forward to November 7th, and Akon was arrested on the warrant. Let me tell you something, family. I'm sick and tired of rappers getting arrested. I'm sick and tired of reporting on rappers getting arrested. Akon know the rules. He know the rules. He should not have been in that position. At some point, man, a veteran got to stop making rookie mistakes. That's a rookie mistake. Riding around with any type of illegal anything is a rookie mistake. And Akon absolutely knows better. Now, I would expect something like this from some of these little youngsters who think they're untouchable. But Akon absolutely knows better. I mean, this dude is moving around all around the world and making international transactions. So he knows better. He knows how those police in Georgia get down. I mean, they get down like the rest of the country, just like police in the rest of the country. He know how they get down. He got a stalled vehicle, right? You would think that the police number one concern is to help to get the truck out of the way, get it off the road, clear traffic, right? That would be their number one priority. But no, their number one priority is, let me see some ID. Take your ID, run it, and they hoping for a hit. And when you know it. And that's another thing. When you know you're already out of pocket, now he know he's stalled. He know there's a chance the police gonna pull up. You know you got an illegal vape in the car. Why not just toss it before they get there and then you avoid this whole thing in the first place? But on second thought, it would not have voided the fact that he had an arrest for his warrant for the suspended license. Riding around with a suspended license, driving, you're Akon, man, you can get a driver. Come on, bro. You're Akon. You can get a driver. If it's not an emergency, nobody has business driving with a suspended license. I know people who's had a suspended license and they ride around even in the hood where the police is always looking for the brother man to pull over. He riding around in the hood on a holiday, drinking and riding dirty. Sometimes got something else in the car. This, I do not understand that mindset. But what can you say, fam? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.
So, Con, listen, man. They always ask me this because I seen it, but I missed it.
Right.
I was right behind you. What brought you to 6ix9ine?
What brought me there?
To allow him, because you let him
Right.
remix
The Locked Up.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's like a troll, or what was your thought?
Actually, I didn't see him as a troll. When I saw him, I saw potential in the kid that knew how to market. Like, he was a brilliant marketer. You remember when we got the game, I said, Whack, I know you might be going against this one, but I think you need to be a part of this one because we need to protect him.
That's a fact.
Remember when I said that, right?
I never told people about who was like,
right.
And when Con told me that, because people was like, yo, Whack, why did you make that move?
Right.
And Con, he put it into a perspective, like, he told me so. He said, Whack, how many people we done been around? And then we found out later on that they've been telling prior to us being around them.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so we didn't help people like that already, not even knowing it.
Right.
He said, so let's factor that out and look at what's in front of us.
Period. And he's a kid, by the way. It's our job, bro. It's our job to direct them niggas in the right way. He's surrounded by a whole bunch of knuckleheads. Like, Shotty and them, those are my little niggas. Like, I love them to death. But they was doing the wrong thing by him at that time. And that's just being real.
So you see a path towards rehabilitation for somebody like him, who's realistically one of the most well-known snitches in hip hop. Like, how does that work in your mind?
Well, how it worked, I was actually confused because I was trying to understand why the culture was giving him that much credit.
For real.
He was only a 19-year-old kid, 20-year-old
They
kid.
made him big.
They made him big. It's like, how is he more important than the people we know?
Yeah, they made him big.
Understand, like, we know some certified, like, legitimate, like, these niggas built the game.
I think
and they all cooperated.
It was because so
you
many
know
people.
that's a fact.
But
Right?
think
They
about
built what we talking about. Why? What influences hip hop?
Wait, but who told that is like that? Prevalent in the culture that didn't get called out for it.
But
this is your whole thing. This is what you do.
But no, why him though? What makes him so special?
Because he was like the biggest rapper of that year.
No, he was the biggest troller of that year.
But the music was huge too, and people were so fascinated because it's like, how do you let this little tattooed Mexican kid into this like very serious blood set? You know, to people they couldn't wrap their head around it. It was so fascinating.
He's in New York.
How many major rappers right now are tied around Bloods?
Man, that shit is
the
fad
blood
now.
industry right now.
But he's a little.
You know,
he looks like a SoundCloud kid. He looks like Lil Pump with more face tattoos, but he's in this real serious gang. You know, like people obviously can't look away from that kind of thing.
They all in a serious gang. This is the part that I didn't understand. Okay, first of all, why him? Number one, nobody could never give me that answer. Number two, what made him snitch so powerful to the point of it affected everybody?
Well, it got mad people locked up, right?
Boy, we didn't see,
but like, okay, let's just say hypothetically he was wrong for snitching.
But
he was
see,
hold on,
you got to correct yourself.
They
were going anyway.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
They were already on them phones. If he wouldn't have snitched.
So why are you guys shooting him bail that you wouldn't give anybody else in the same situation?
We're just telling you.
No. I'm trying to paint the situation on why I felt like it was important to protect him in that situation, right? First of all, he's not a street guy. He's an entertainer.
Right.
He's surrounded by young street niggas. Yeah, they was all making crazy decisions, but everybody around him knew that he wasn't street. Everybody knew that if he was ever to be caught in that situation or whatever situation, he wasn't built to resist.
But he was doing stuff that street dudes, you know, he was calling in hits on Chief Keef, on FaceTime, on camera, all that kind of stuff.
He was the promoter of what was happening.
He was having fun.
The same way.
I know that's fun, right? But it's also illegal. It's also a crime.
No, but he was the promoter of what was happening around him. He wasn't doing it.
He was. You know what he told me?
He was allegedly paying for it.
He was actually the hit.
Yeah, he
was the hit.
Yeah,
had I not pulled him out, 6ix9ine would be dead.
That's a
he
fact.
was the hit. And he was the hit by the people that was supposed to be protecting him.
Listen, he said, I just got a kick that them dudes really going to do it when I said so. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. As a kid, he's like, yo, they really would go. So he just, well, let me try it again. Like, but it's the dudes around him. You know, you're not supposed to be entertaining this.
Period.
He's supposed to went to the studio, went to the club, went to the stage, let his little ass go back home.
Done.
I asked him, I said, bro, how in the hell did you get all them dudes with them bandanas in the video? He said, I stopped at the bodega, brought all the red bandanas, pulled up, turned and jumped out and started handing them out.
And I
turned
used to think that was a pretty unique thing, but I've actually seen that happen at a bunch of music videos
you're
now.
not supposed to.
You go on Amazon, you can buy like 100-pack of red bandanas.
Yeah, all these guys are marketers, man. He's a brilliant marketer.
That's true.
And he pulled a play out of 50 Cent's book. It worked for 50. And he told me one thing this one thing that made me say, this little nigga understands marketing.
That's
he
a
said,
fact.
listen, he said, Con, when you watch a movie, who do you remember? The hero or the villain? You never forget the villain.
Never.
Why? Because the villain always gets you emotionally. And he looked at the numbers. He said, bro, I get more hate messages than I get positive.
You know that.
But guess what? For every click, nigga, he gets paper.
Oh, so number one, we could get 100 red bandanas for $50 on Amazon.
Look at that.
Amazing. Yeah. But in addition
Blood
to that,
or not, nigga, you can
okay, but what does 6ix9ine need to do now to get people to pay attention? Because it feels like whatever
all you gotta do now is just come back and clean up.
Whatever superpower he had before, though, seems like it's kind of worn off. He just can't capture people's imagination like he used to.
Because he can't be the 6ix9ine.
That's in America.
He needs to go jelly roll. He needs to be a country singer.
If you go to Mexico City, there's a mural of him on the wall.
Yep.
Placed there when he was invited down there by the people.
Shame of Mexico City, by the way. You can't celebrate a snitch like that.
He goes down there and he goes to the villages. They fly him down there, the people, the powers that be, and he kicks it with their kids. This is why I tell people, you see who he did his last deal with? Cartel Music.
Right. So you're saying he's actually in a cartel now?
No, I'm saying he does business with the right people.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Man, when you going back, because me and my brother say we coming to Akon City together. You know, I go to the DR once a year to go kick it with my brother. Our brother. Yeah, right. Brother, when you going back?
It's not exactly next door to DR, right?
Nah.
No, but we talking about Haitian Jack because he can't come over here. Yeah, that's our brother. So I got to go over there and see him.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's our brother.
Yes, Sam.
No jumper. Wait. The Adam and Wax Show.
Yeah.
Sorry, I almost did my usual intro. Oh, man. Anyway, Wack told me late last night, he's like, you know what? It's happening tomorrow, 8 a.m. Akon's coming through.
See, I was only able to get him because I know how he works.
Yeah?
Yeah, when you give him options, right? It's never gonna happen. So, you know, and I told Akon something crazy because we go way back. So, you know how I did with Akon, I say, well, whatever you want to do. As long as you're at Akon with the whatever you want to do, now he's gonna tell you what he can do. But if you say, hey, can you come at this time? He's simply gonna say no.
So what's your version of this? Like he just hit you up at the last minute. It was like, we have to make it happen at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Actually, he didn't. He called me 2 weeks ago. I said, yo, Con, when you next back in LA? I said, shit, I don't know. He said, all right, well, let me know when you're back in LA. I said, all right, cool. Then I called him a couple of days reminding. I said, yo, I'll be back in LA this week. He said, all right, cool. You got time? I said, man, it's going to be tight. He said, all right, well, shit, I just want you to stop through the show if you can. I said, all right, cool, because I'm making a run with my sheesh guys, and I probably could fit you in. He said, well, just let me know what time, anytime, and I got you. So I called him back. As soon as I landed, I said, I'm in town. I'm going to be here until Saturday morning. He said, all right, cool. When we getting in? I said, that's my nigga. Well, I can't let him down. I got to figure out a way. I said, shit. You know what I'm saying? And he said, yo, just let me know what time. He said, I don't give a fuck. I'm up and ready. I said, it's going to be kind of early. 8 o'clock. He said, done. See you tomorrow. Here, shoot your address.
That's it.
Literally.
Wait, so what are you doing for the rest of the day? Is this the first thing you're doing today?
No, we're on our tail. This is the last thing we're doing.
Oh, okay.
Because this originally wasn't on the schedule. We wasn't coming back to y'all to probably once them niggas got hot. But Whack, you know, that nigga was like, nigga, let me just help you get these niggas hot. What are you doing?
Wait, so how did this come together? Like, how did you start working them? And I wasn't like, how deeply involved with artist development are you still at this point?
I'm 100% deep. Like, I don't even play about that. I just feel like I don't want to touch an artist that I don't see being around for more than 20 years.
Really?
Like, we'll develop them all the way to the time of release. And then from there, you can just pray. You know, you know what I'm talking about. You can only do but so much, and after that, it's really on them. You know, like you prepare them, you run them through the circuit, you push them through all the DJs, you do all the playlists, you do everything you need to do, make sure they get to meet people hand in hand, people get to meet them, they build their own relationships. And then from there, you just gotta hope they hustle hard enough to keep that relationship and maximize every opportunity, because our relationship is gonna get them to the eyes.
A solution, I kept catching glimpses of him, standing just inside the doorway watching me. Not supervising or assisting, just watching me.
Boom. So that was Akon, man, getting arrested in excessive for a warrant, man. I think for some tickets. Niggas all know jumper for a little bit. We gonna go right to the next one, man. Appreciate the like, comment, share, subscribe, and the application bell so I know you're there. So I can throw to you in the air.
Always keeping me in view.
Put me on Kick, put me on Twitch, put me on Discord. Like the video, put me on IG. You gone.
I jumped back instinctively, and Mr. Frost reacted too.